guys, I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm never good with lighting, but I just wanted to do this video as quick as possible. And it is my first impressions and swatches for this Real Techniques product that I just got. When Real Techniques came out with two limited edition palettes, I just fell in love with the modern makeup kit, something natural modern makeup kit palette, because it just looked like something I would really like, and all of the eyeshadows and all the products that were in there were just perfect, it seemed like. And they did a tutorial, one tutorial for each palette, and they both looked amazing. So I just had to get it. And it wasn't very expensive either. So I went into the website that they have, which also now ships internationally, which is great for me. And I think it was like $2.99 for shipping, which is awesome. I'm so excited. And I have opened the package, but I just took like a sneak peek. On the front side, they have put a sticker where it says, "Could it be?" And then on the other side where you open it, it says, "Yeah, it's here." And that's exactly what I was thinking. Could it be the makeup palette from Real Techniques when I was checking my mail? And yeah, it was here. The funny thing was, when I was shopping for this palette, I was kind of browsing through the site as well, because I've never been to the Real Techniques website before. I've always ordered from either iHerb or Feel Unique, their brushes, so I just wanted to see what they had. And I really wanted one of their eyeliner brushes, and I found one that I really liked and I really wanted. But then I thought, well, I have a bunch of eyeliner brushes and I really don't need another one. But I just really wanted one. So I just put it in my cart and I left it there up until the time I was about to pay. And then I just decided to let it go. So I removed the brush and I just bought the kit. But surprisingly, it came with the brush that I really wanted. And it says, "We hope you enjoy this special gift, Real Techniques." So they just gave me I assume that it's full size, the pointed liner brush. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. That was a great gift and I was so surprised. So I'm gonna try this out and let you know if I like it. And this is what it looks like. It is rather thick, you know, about the size of my hand. And it has like engraved, or I don't know, the Real Techniques logo all around. And then you can have some kind of plastic see-through thing on the lid here, which closes magnetically. I think maybe that's kind of a negative thing, that it has this clear plastic. First of all, it doesn't seem very solid and, you know, of good quality. It does look a little bit cheap looking. Just the way it is, the way the product is kind of glued in. You can see there's a lot of space between the pans and the palette, if you know what I mean. And also it's not a very, you know, it's not a solid plastic, this. So I would prefer to have a mirror here, but okay. So as you can see, you get the 4 eyeshadows, the gel eyeliner, blush, cream highlight and 2 tiny little lip glosses. I thought that they would know better than to put a gel liner and, you know, 2 cream products together with the powder products, because that's always such a pain when you use the powder and the powder comes into the cream products. So it kind of it's just so messy. So I find that a little bit odd. This look a little bit different than what it looks like on the pictures on the site. I don't know, I was just expecting, although it said that it was shimmery, I was expecting more of a satiny finish and a little bit of a lighter taupe. But I'm going to swatch it because I haven't swatched it yet, and maybe it looks different swatched. Starting with the eyeshadows, starting with the lightest shade. That's the lightest, and then there's the gold one, the matte brown, and the taupey colored eyeshadow. Ooh, they seem really pigmented. I'm actually surprised here because I was not expecting this much pigment from the eyeshadows. For some reason, since they look a little bit more on the cheap side, like the whole palette, it just gives a feeling of a less quality makeup palette, if you know what I mean. But the eyeshadows looks really nice. Like I said, with the taupey color, it actually looks more like I thought it would look swatched rather than in the palette. The matte brown is just a regular matte brown. The gold is, I think, a very wearable gold. I think most skin tones will suit this color. And then there's this beautiful creamy highlight or base color. To me, in the palette, it looks like it has a satin finish, but when I swatch it, it doesn't. Oh yeah, maybe a hint of a satin finish, but not much. Very, very subtle. This is so cool. Okay, and then I'm gonna swatch the blush and the cream highlight. Okay, the cream highlight seems very soft and nice, and it almost blends out into a powdery finish. It feels really creamy when I dig my finger into it, but it feels really powdery when I swatched it. I don't like a full-on, very pigmented highlighter. I prefer a more subtle, natural highlight, and this is my kind of highlight. I thought in the palette it looked like the highlight color from the eyeshadows were very similar to the highlight color, the face highlight color, and I was thinking that's such a waste to have two so similar products in the same palette, but they're actually not similar at all. I'm gonna have to like build up the blush because the blush wasn't that pigmented, but I've really been building up the blush here, and it is a pretty peachy pink. And then you have the highlight that has a champagne-y base, but it has a hint of maybe like a rose tone, pink tone to it in the pan, but it doesn't really, it just comes off as a light champagne color in the swatch. I don't know if I should dig my hands into the gel liner, but I'm just gonna do it. The gel liner seems really tough, like compact, not creamy, but it does have a lot of pigment, It's very shiny. It's definitely, you can definitely see that it's a gel liner. Oh, oh, that looks gorgeous, and it really blends out. I'm sure you can use this as a, to line the top lashes or top lash line, and then smudge it out and make a smoky effect. And I'm so glad that they put a brown gel liner rather than a black one in this palette, because it just suits my skin tone a lot better. It's just more natural and not so harsh to use a brown liner. Okay, then on to the lip glosses. There's two of them, two really small ones, but I mean, that's fine. I prefer these kind of packaging rather than in a pan, because it just gets so messy and you have to stick your finger into it or use a brush. They both look sparkly in the tube, but this has a little bit more of a multicolored sparkle, and mostly like pink tone sparkles. So from the tube it looks like one peachy color and one champagne golden bronzy color. So I'm just going to swatch them. They don't have a nice smell. I didn't like the smell. A typical sponge tip applicator. I just swatched the peachy lip gloss, and I don't know if you can even see it, which pretty much means it has no pigmentation. It is just a gloss. Maybe if I put like a nude lip color, nude lipstick underneath, the color will show up a little bit more, but just right on the skin, or probably right on the lips, it will not show up at all, and you can't really see the sparkles very much either. So either whatever. The goldeny champagne bronze color have the same really bad smell. It's like mass produced. Oh, I'm so sorry. I love the girls from Real Techniques. I love their brushes, and I really don't want to say anything bad about this product, but I have to be honest. So I swatched the lip gloss that was the other lip gloss, and it has little to zero pigmentation. Like you can probably see better the sparkles from it, but that's just about it. So I'm sorry. So from looking at this, like as a first impression, I would still buy it again. I have enough lip glosses, so it's not really a big deal. And as long as all of the other products in here are amazing, it's not a big deal. And I think this looks like a great palette, except from the lip glosses and the top lid. So that's my first opinion, and I'm very excited and curious to see what I feel about this after I've tried it for a few weeks, and I would love to let you know if you want to hear. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next video.